There's an airline story today. I'll just give it to you. Another woman has gone, it's just melted down on a flight from Atlanta to New York. This happened 4 days ago. She was sitting in her aisle and she had her dog on her lap, and the flight attendant came and said, "I'm sorry, you can't have the dog on the lap. The dog's got to go in a carrier and underneath something." You know, they told her she couldn't be there. And she absolutely flipped out.
I saw the headline, and I tried to click the link, but I couldn't hear anything over the noise of the
airplane. We have a little here.
Because you couldn't let my dog sit on my lap.
Damn, let's go.
You, all of you. I am. Shut the.
Hey,
Whoa! Boy,
what happened?
You know, she said "F you, F you, F you," and then I think she flipped them off there at the end and started to knock over a drink, and everybody went, "Ah!" That was it. Mm-hmm. Nobody wanted to press charges. She threw a water bottle. That's what she did. Flipped the drink at the guy. That's when everybody.
Could you, Kelly, foresee your wife doing that?
Oh yeah, that
Really.
I mean, I couldn't help but think of her and her relationship with the animal.
Right. When I read it, I thought, was my wife flying from Atlanta to New York one day last week?
Because you couldn't let my dog sit on my lap.
Damn, let's go.
You, all of you. I am. Shut the.
Hey,
Whoa! You don't throw things around. The guy didn't press charges. She got off the plane. I don't know if she got a later flight. Let me say this. That is not even close to the worst airline story you're going to hear today. There's a Demm report coming next hour, and it's worse. There's a woman or someone who has done something worse than this woman did when she got off that plane.
Yeah, I do see, because we had to fly to a wedding a month ago, and it is astonishing the number of animals that I see in airports.
Really?
Yeah, dogs on leashes. Little
Really?
dogs.
People
And I
traveling.
think the rule is they have to be in a carrier and then stuffed under the seat in front.
That's
I
right.
think.
That's right.
I don't think you're allowed to have them on your lap.
No, and everybody should know that. You can't have a loose dog
And these are pets. I mean, service dogs,
yeah.
whole different animal.
Yeah, literally. and this, I mean, you can't. You have to have them buckled in. You have to have them secured under a seat or under the plane, which nobody wants to do.
Nobody wants to put them under the plane.
No,
Yeah.
we've gotten past that.
And we've talked about this before. I'm just shocked how many people bring their animals everywhere.
Oh, I know.
I know.
I agree.
More
just
and more.
vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I was in Florida, I saw somebody bring just their dog into the grocery store.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't think you need the dog to get a couple items.
Don't you think so many people now are like, you're not going to tell me what to do. I'll do what I want to do.
That's America's credo now.
Yeah.
It's not e pluribus unum.
I mean,
Yeah.
You're
It's
right.
like, do what I want to
Nobody tells me
do.
what
I'll
to
do
do.
what I want to do.
And
Nobody
this-
tells me.
It
Right.
used to be that you would see people with service dogs.
Yeah.
And they would have a vest on that said service dog. But this was just a lady
dog.
in the store
Yeah.
with her dog walking around.
Yeah.
And no one said anything. And I'm just shocked. Like, I was just staring at the dog. And she's just walking the dog through the grocery store.
I bet you see more and more of it.
Yeah.
I wonder how many of these animals have accidents. If the owners take them to a grocery store, to a restaurant, to the Target, to the Walmart.
On the plane.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, a plane is a much
of
more
course.
confined
Yeah.
environment.
right.
Now, listen, I'll take my dog on a ride. But that's about it. Like,
Right.
I'll
You leave them in
if
the car, okay? So just keep your PETA
That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
protest to a dull roar. He leaves them the.
I do.
Leaves the animal in the car.
I have one of those signs that says, like, the AC's on, the dog is fine.
Right.
Don't break
It's a
my
lie,
window.
but he puts it up.
That's like
Just
somebody.
don't break my window.
To me, that's like somebody that doesn't have a home security system but has the
The
side.
sticker.
Yeah.
ADT.
Right.
But I just would never, I would never take my dog into Crumble Cookies
No.
or into the grocery store
No, I
or
wouldn't.
into, to a mattress shop.
Yeah.
But you see it everywhere.
Agreed.
You do.
I mean, I think it's like we're Bizarro. We're in the upside down. It's like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
But I mean, I
But
think
look at the animal industry. Look. I mean, look how many people will dress up their animals for
for
Halloween.
Halloween. I know that's so true.
I mean, that's been a thing for 20 years.
Talk about money. It's in a bad economy, especially money that doesn't need to be spent. Dressing up your dog for Halloween. I'm sorry, I'm on edge today. I'm sorry.
Will your wife do it? Does she ever dress up your family?
She's
animal?
tried. But my dog doesn't like that.
Yeah, my dog doesn't either. I mean, one year I tried to put some type of shirt on her or something.
Hate
She stood there. She didn't move for 10 minutes. And I'm like, we never tried it again.
And now we do have Halloween, Easter, and Christmas collars, and a Thanksgiving collar for the dog.
Yeah, collars, I guess.
That's different, and but even that, like sometimes when we buy stuff for our dog, I just look and say, what are we
Pick
doing?
your battles. Pick your battles, Daddy.
Of course. I mean,
You know, that's another $12 salad for you, right? In your mind, is that how you justify it?
yes.
Is that
That's
a rhinestone collar?
That's what I should
I'm
do.
getting a salad tomorrow.
That's right. That's what I should do. We have a little thing. It's plastic. I mean, it's like rubber. And the bottom part holds bottled water. And then when you squeeze it, it comes up to the top into a bowl where the dog can drink. And she keeps that. Yeah. It's
For humans?
No, for dog. It's for a dog. And you have a bottle of water down below.
A standard bottle.
Yeah, or just some water you've poured in there. And then when you squeeze it, that water comes to the top, just a few licks worth, and then you hold it in front for the dog. And
So the dog doesn't have to bend over to the ground level?
But we keep it in the car for when the dog is in the car. But I'm like, the dog's in the car for like 30 minutes. Do we have to have water for the dog? Yes, we do.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we do. I was told, and this animal has done more for us than we've done for it. Let me just say that. Because sometimes...
That sounds like a line.
Well, sometimes I will say, man, we have given this dog a good life. Like when she's... Like sometimes my wife will...
That's a pampered pooch over there. One of those...
Yeah. She'll scramble an egg sometimes for the dog, or...
Oh, yeah, I do that on Saturdays for my dog. I'll throw an extra egg in.
give a little chicken to her or something. And I'll always say... Man, we are giving that dog a good life. And my wife always turns to me and says, don't you ever say that again. She's done so much more for us than we could ever do for her. And I was like, really?
Yeah.
Sad.
I do that to my dog. I say that to her. I'm like, you could be homeless.
That's right. You could
I took you from the streets.
Exactly. You saved her. Dave, you're talking about pets in stores now. Go ahead.
Yes, this is P1 Dave from Thomasville. Love you guys.
Thank you.
I went to a Walmart over in Thomasville one day, and this family come in. It was a mom and dad and their son, and the mom had like a little puppy under her arm. And I looked down at the little son, and he's got a chicken under his arm, carrying it into the Walmart. I just thought that was funny. I was like, this is going way too far.
They weren't bartering for their goods.
I think you're right. Maybe they're trading. Maybe they're trading
They don't
animals.
still do that, do they?
I've never seen anything like
Chicken.
that. Good
Well,
Lord,
I
Dave.
never.
Well, that's Walmart. That's over at the Walmart. Thank you, Dave. Appreciate it. Anonymous, you're talking about pets in stores. We just had this lady on the plane. She had her dog on her lap. And she cursed everybody out.
Went Karen.
Yeah. Anonymous, you wanted to comment on this. Go ahead.
Yeah, I have a 6-year-old Australian cattle dog. He goes with me everywhere, but when I go into stores, I'll put the sunroof up in my truck, and he'll jump up on top of the truck and just sit there and wait for me to come out and do my own thing. When I get back in the truck, he'll jump down through the sunroof, I'll shut the door, and he'll jump in his seat and go to sleep.
I like that.
Those are different dogs.
I love that.
They play by their own rules.
That's hilarious to see a dog up there through the sunroof. It's just taking a snooze while the owner is in the store.
That's impressive.
Thank you, Anonymous. Listen, I don't have any problem with anybody driving their dog anywhere. You want to go on a ride? I'm like Biggie. Leave the dog in the car.
Are you suspending your dog still in the gyroscope?
Yes, the dog.
Of safety?
We have bought, because my wife drives everywhere with the dog. She picks up my daughter from school and the dog goes. And I said, well, you're really risking her because even if you get in a little bump up, the dog is going to go flying and you just never know. And that really struck a nerve with her, which I knew it would. And I thought the answer would be, we'll leave the
Less
dog.
driving with the dog?
Right, we'll leave the dog at home. But the answer was, let me spend $29 on a harness to suspend the dog in midair.
That's 2 salads.
And a
2
soup.
salads for Daddy.
And
a soup.
a soup. Yeah, she got on me the other day. I was over at the $12 salad store. I added a soup. It was $17.99. Went from $12.25 to $17.99
For soup and salad.
Soup and a salad. Worth it. And she says to me, why was your bill $17.99? I said, I added a soup. What of it?
It's soup season.
I'm unwell.
That's right.
I need some broth.
I'm unwell. I need some bone broth. Buddy, you're talking about pets in stores specifically. Go ahead.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Of course, I have a problem with the people that bring their dogs into stores, but it's the employees that walk up and act like they're in a dog park and are just, oh, what a cute little doggy and blah blah blah. Like, you're supposed to be saying the dog's not allowed in here.
Yeah, I know.
You're deep down, you're right.
But what employee's going to say that now? They'll get slapped, cursed at. You know how that goes now.
And here come the cameras.
The camera comes out. That's right. But you're right, of course. Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it. Plus, when all these employees get screamed at, like the James Cordens of the world,
or the flight attendants.
Yeah, they always say, "Well, I'm not going to make my employee do that. I mean, this employee's 20 years old and making minimum wage. Why should I make them stop you? Not wearing a mask was the big one, of course, was a huge thing.
Yeah, like the restaurant hostesses who were 18-year-old females in many cases.
Yeah.
They're the front lines.
You feel bad for them, but deep down he's right, but who's going to enforce? And as you just said, Americans now you are not telling me what to do.
Nobody.
Where I can go, where my dog.
My life.
This is my life. I'll live it.